Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So glad to have you guys here today. Real quick, before we get any further into the video, let me just say two things, all right? Number one, so yesterday's video, me explaining the birth of my child and everything surrounding that was a little bit of a mess. That's because it was so chaotic. It was just, it's hard to, it's hard to keep everything straight. So, I know it was, if you watch the whole thing, it was a lot to take in, and, you should have been there. Anyway, and, you know what? Go ahead and click the subscribe button. There's all kinds of videos on this channel that you might enjoy. So if you're already here and you're browsing, why don't you just, click subscribe, hang out for a while, and, who knows? You may end up loving it here. But, trying to get back into the swing of things. I got the baby down right now. The wife is getting ready to eat something, and she's watching TV. So I figured, hey, you know what? Let's not set the camera, or let's set the camera up rather, and film a video. And that's what we're doing today. So before the wife had the baby, I was doing videos on some Dr. Squatch products. Dr. Squatch products in which that I didn't have and have never seen. And I got 2 left, okay? So I got 2 more Dr. Squatch videos, and I hope you enjoy them. But without further ado, let's take a look at today's Dr. Squatch product. This is Cold Brew Cleanse. Dr. Squatch Cold Brew Cleanse. 5-ounce bar, heavy grit. Very, very nice. Got that nice brown kind of ribbon, that fake ribbon on it that it's got. It's almost one of the bars that Dr. Squatch makes that they don't heavily advertise it. So, if you go looking for it, you'll find it. But if you didn't know it existed, you're not going to. So, go to their website and check out the other ones that aren't cedar citrus, pine tar, and maybe fresh falls. So, just keep that in mind. So this is coffee ground soap. Coffee ground soap. And I've been, especially since the baby came, I've been becoming very familiar with some coffee. So why not take a look at it in soap form? I've done it before, and actually 2 or 3 times. So this might be the 3rd or 4th time that I'm looking at a coffee soap. So that's cool. Lather up this cold processed soap and scrub down daily. Great for all skin types. That is typically true, but sometimes I've noticed with these heavier grit bars of soap, some people their skin gets a little irritated just because of the heavy grit factor. And it's more or less all natural, so that may not be the case for a lot of people. I'm just, speaking on experience from, some of my close friends. So there is the ingredients list right here. If you are interested in taking a peek at that, go ahead and pause the video and read it out loud. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. So, just like every natural soap, they got all the fancy buzzwords, just like all of them. Made from natural oils, no harsh chemicals, cold processed, sustainably sourced. Invigorating, bold, and delicious, just like a Squatch man should be. Coffee grounds, heavy grit, smells like coffee and brown sugar. That's what it's supposed to smell like. So, invigorating, bold, and delicious, just like a Squatch man should be. I don't necessarily feel like I need to be tasting other men just yet. Haven't really had my midlife crisis, but who knows what the future holds. But for right now, I'd rather not. Yeah. For men's daily use, just like any other Dr. Squatch product. Let's get it out. Take a look at the bar. Let's go over the texture of the bar, the looks, and all that good stuff. So let's get into it. First of all, if you look immediately, it kind of just you can tell immediately the exfoliating factor is going to be outrageous, which I like exfoliating bars of soap. Those are my favorite. So initially, even when I was first touching the bar of soap in the box, I could tell that it was a lot sturdier than some of the other ones. Like, I feel like the Fresh Falls is typically a little bit softer. You can squeeze on it, and it's got quite a bit of give. This one is packed tight. So you can definitely tell it's definitely a natural bar of soap, because you don't really get that with these big named, mass produced soaps. You can definitely tell that they threw some natural stuff in there, mainly coffee grounds. So that's really cool. It definitely resembles in my mind anyway, like a coffee scrub bar. So they hit the nail on the head as far as the looks go. The bar itself is, I was expecting it to be a lot more like wet to the touch, but it's actually not. It is a tad bit oily when you touch it, but not so much as the other scents. So you don't come off the bar feeling like you just kind of touched some oils or something like that. So it's relatively dry. I wouldn't call it wet, like a wet feeling. You know what I'm talking about? You ever touch a bar of soap and it's just like really oily? This isn't that. Slightly oily, but not that bad. Packed, I mean, this thing is packed tight. This thing is solid. But, it's a 5-ounce bar of thick coffee grounds. Anyway, looks pretty cool. Let's smell it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Very hard to pinpoint, because it's not necessarily, I'm not getting like, coffee. I'm not getting a very coffee-like scent. The first thing I smell when I put this bar up to my nose is like a sweet smell. And I do know that it does say it's supposed to smell like brown sugar, which that checks out. That is one of the smells that I am smelling, a sweet, sugary scent. So that's cool. Maybe a little bit of shea butter. I'm assuming that's in here. I can definitely smell that. Yeah, shea butter. So they straight up put coffee and coffee bean grounds in here. Not really smelling that. No big deal. And it could be one of those bars of soap where you don't really get the full effect until you start lathering up. But as of right now, the only thing I smell is sugar. You know what? Now that last smell, I did get a faint hint of coffee, so it is there. It is present. Just very hard to pick up just on the bar alone. It may, like I said, it may smell more like coffee grounds when you actually use it, but for right now, it's just very, very faint. Very good though. It is a very sweet smelling bar of soap. I enjoy it. Can't wait to use that one, actually. Anyway, now that we've looked at everything, let's just go over top to bottom what I really think of it. Just like any Dr. Squatch product, they have, it's, if you see this in the store, like I know Walmart started selling them, it's very eye-catching. If you've never heard of Dr. Squatch or seen their products, you kind of see it and you're like, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's something. But one thing I've noticed is certain brands, and I've said this before about Dr. Squatch, certain brands tend to put a lot more time and effort into their packaging than they do their products. And at first glance, if you've never used Dr. Squatch, that's kind of what you would see. But that's not the case. Dr. Squatch products, though, tend to be a little bit on the pricier side just because it's an all-natural product. Their products are really good. Probably one of my favorite all-natural soaps that you can buy on the market right now. So that's pretty cool. You know, so if you see this, it's not like a gimmick, like, Dr. Squatch. Their products are pretty good, except for their cologne. That's shit, but no, that's not what this video is about. So packaging, I'd probably give it a 6 or 7 out of 10, just because it's it's cute, yeah, but it adds nothing to the product, in my opinion. The bar itself, pretty good. The scent, I would probably also give that a 6 out of 10, just because I'm more typically, I like those stronger scented bars. Something that when I get out of the shower 30 minutes from now, I still want to smell like that scent. And as faint as this is, I highly doubt that that'll occur. However, it is an exfoliating bar soap, so I will be stepping out of the shower with my skin feeling invigorated. So that's good. So price, I think these bars typically go for about $7. And if you buy it at the store and you don't have to pay shipping and handling, that's easily, for an all-natural bar of soap, that is at least an 8 out of 10 in value, I think, for the all-natural soap. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought about the video in the comments below. And if you've already made it this far, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And, yeah, glad to be back doing this. And hopefully I can do more in the future. And I will see you in the next video.